are here to just uplift you and just to ignite the feminine flame within you, okay? And I know you saw the description, but first, let me introduce my girl, Jessie from New Jersey in the house. Jersey's in the house.
Hey, and Mulan.
Right, and Mulan. And our special, beautiful, amazing, extraordinary, on fire guest is Angela Bey, all the way from Colombia. What?
Yes.
Hey everyone. I was wondering which country he's gonna pick.
Right.
Stuff like that. Well, I have to tell where I'm in. So
yes, I was definitely going to pick Colombia. Definitely Colombia. We know that you're from the U.S., but right now you're in Colombia, so that's where I was.
they loving you. Colombia's loving you for this.
Right.
Pick us.
Right, pick us. Me. Love it. Okay, so beautiful queen, you being our special guest today. Share with our audience. Well, you know, before we go there, if you're watching the replay, drop in the comments, #replay, okay? And if you have any comments or questions for Angela, join us live now if you're not. But if not, you watch the replay, ask them, because we will respond. We will definitely respond, because we do love you. We love you. Okay, Angela, it's your floor. Share exactly what you have done, your beautiful journey that has brought you to this point of being this amazing goddess and queen and empress that you are today. Okay, it's all about you.
Ow.
And I only have an hour?
I know, right?
You know what you just asked me?
We can do a part 2 and a part 3, or how many parts you need, boo. We can do it.
Oh, so we're talking lifetimes here. All right, no problem. I'm good now. Wow. First, I want to thank you. I want to thank the divine for this amazing download. I didn't know when he gave it to me what it was going to turn out to be, but wow, always just surprising and helping, and my goodness. So I'm so thankful, and I'm thankful to my sisters for being obedient to their spirit to carry out the second part of the plan. I was supposed to speak it and they were supposed to do it. Wow, I'm happy. I'm so happy to be here. I just want to tell you all how excited I got last night. At first, when it showed me the full picture, I was scared out my mind. So like, what? I have to what? You meant me, But last night, such a peace and calming spirit came over me. And the divine spoke to me and said, this is what I want you to do. All night, just total conversation. I was brought here on a journey. And I didn't know my full journey in just one spot. I just want everyone to know that you are not going to know why you're here or your full journey off the bat. It is a continuation. Life is about living and learning. And as you flow, as you go along, you will find out another piece and another piece. Oh, that's why that happened. Oh, that's why I did that. Oh, that's why I got into trouble. You learn as you go. And what I know today, wow, it cannot be told in words. The journey, the struggle, the fight cannot be told in words. It has to be done in action. So the young woman you see before you, because yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
I came here to change the world. I came here with a heart full of love, wanting everyone to be happy. That's what it was. I wanted everybody to be happy. So when I arrived and my consciousness hit at the age of 7 of what I wanted, I looked around me and I was like, oh, why is everyone sad? First thing I wanted to know was why everyone who looks like me is fighting. Why don't they feel the love I feel? Why don't they feel family? And then, I was born in a time in the 60s, late 60s. So I was basically a 70s baby growing up. You saw all these shows they have from the 50s and of these family units and the mother and father and all and the children growing up in beautiful homes. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, Yes, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Yes, and then I look and see and be like, but that's not what I see outside. And that's not what I see here in my home. I am a product of a single parent family, you know, but in no way do I say that was broken. People call it a broken home. No, it's not. Everything is by divine design. So if you are from a single parent family, you have a full family. Don't
Yeah.
ever think you don't have a full family.
Yeah.
And I suffered from that a little bit because I thought because my father figure was missing, I thought a part of me was missing.
Mm.
So, because you go to school and everyone's talking about their father doing Father's Day and look what my father gave me. And I'm like, where's mine? Where's mine? You know? And I didn't meet my father till I was 9. My father has been in prison my entire life. He went when I was a baby, not even 1. And I love him dearly. Still talk to him to this day. And so I wanted him. I wanted a father. I was like, I want a father. All right. So since he's not here, I'm also problem solving. I was going to solve my own problems. So I systematically went out every day and looked for the proper father for my mother to marry. Now, if you ever get to talk to my mother, she can tell you deeper stories about Angela. She used to tell me every day. And my sister, my older sister, Cheryl, she was the one to stop me. Like, no, remember what mommy said? No more men. You can't be talking to strangers on the bus, girl.
Wait, let me stop you there. I can just see you at 7 or 8 years old, taking resumes. Okay, so do you have any children? Okay, check. Okay. Do you believe in Allah? Because we would Allah. Okay, check. Okay, so how are your communication skills? I can just see you that little.
Girl, I even asked them what they did. What do you do for a living?
Right. What's your career goals? Give me your 5-year and 10-year plan, please. Okay.
Yeah, right now, please. I would like for you to carry it with you because next time I see you, I'm gonna need it.
Right. Can I get some references?
And they were so sweet. They were so sweet. Because this little girl sitting to you and looking at you like, and they're just giving me the answers. They couldn't help it. I found out that my voice was given to me as a gift because it draws people. It draws people and it's meant to draw you. I just didn't know my power then. So when I wielded it, everybody was like, all right, I'll give you anything. So these poor men, today, if a brother starts talking to a little girl, they getting handcuffed. They're going somewhere, right? If they even try the way the world is today, right?
Yeah.
They were so nice. They sat there, yes, I work here and I live here. And then I would tell them all about my mommy. Now, let me tell you about my mommy. Gave her credentials. Right. And my older sister is going off. She's almost pinching me. Angie. That's what she called me. Can't stand being called baby. Angie, stop it. Remember what mommy said. She in my here. And I'm like, anyway, because my mother don't know. She needs this man because I need a father.
I know, right?
I was on a mission. And then my sister almost fell on the floor because I gave her our address.
Oh my God.
I gave her our telephone number. The times my mother worked. Yes, so my sister is dying.
Right.
My sister's dying at this time. Like, what are you doing?
I would have taped your mouth in. I would have pulled you away and we'd be like, okay, excuse us, sir. She lied. All that she said where we live, it was a lie.
Well, see, I was the stronger spirit. What the Master Spirit Carson said. The stronger energy wins, and I won every time. My mother used to ask my sister, why do you keep listening to her? Every time we got in trouble. And I had some fabulous schemes, y'all. Some fabulous schemes. Anyway, I digress. But it was the conditioning of seeing what the family unit was shown to us on TV that I, and my fix-it self, I had to fix it. And I also did that to many of my friends. I did that for many of my friends. Whatever I saw that was wrong with them in school, I had to fix it. And I didn't even realize this. Actually, I didn't even realize that I even was doing this until I met Christine for the human design. When she did my chart and she was spoken about in that first meeting, I was like, that's what it was. That's why I was doing that. I'm here to experience life. I'm here to see where the good is. I'm here to know about it, and then I'm here to give it and draw others to it. I was told about a year ago that my voice was given to me to grab the attention of the hearts of mankind, of men, the spirits, to speak to them deep where they can't hear the Almighty. They can't hear the divine, but they're going to hear you. And then as you calm their spirit and calm their mind, they're going to be able to connect through my voice and hear whatever he wants to give them in that moment. So a little bit down the road, I was told that, all right, you have to learn how to speak the truth. Because when I was younger, I was firing it off at everybody. I was like, all right, you don't know? You don't know? Let me help you. I know the answer. Got the answer. Now you all know. We're not supposed to be doing that. I got the answer. I was giving it. And my brothers in the temple, they used to grab me. Oh, no, you can't. You're going to get people in trouble. Wait, come back here. And praise Allah, we had Sunday school every week. So I was able to sit in the temple and learn. So I began to learn that telling the truth was something that was a responsibility, was supposed to be done in due time, and wise sentences, and the wise sentences are uttered in due season. You're not supposed to just, give it out. So fortunately, I learned that lesson young. So I was grabbed around 11, where I started going, oh, I have to be careful. But me and myself, and just knowing who I was with that small part that I gave you, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart a lot to see what was going on. I love the stories of Jesus of Nazareth, my brother, Jesus of Nazareth 2,000 years ago. I loved hearing his stories, and that he was here to teach, and how he taught for 18 years, and just what he did for everybody. And it set my heart on fire. And I was like, well, why aren't people loving now? I cried as a little girl, and the more that I was like, well, I just need to keep helping them. And this got me into my next journey, because I didn't really see the world as being quote unquote bad. I still don't. Bad, I don't. I just see it as everyone is on their journey, and we have to respect that journey. But I got myself in more trouble. By connecting myself and grabbing hold, because I'm a drawer. Remember, I'm a drawer. So unfortunately, when I was younger, there was and I did not tell my mother about this. There were several men in the community who I drew their attention in the wrong way, and they were in their low state of mind. They sought to harm me, and that wasn't good. I knew that had to. Now I know, not then. I know now. It had to occur to show me to be careful. The divine was with me. He got me away. I've heard other stories of young women that got hurt, and that when I thought, oh my goodness, got hurt further than that, But he got me away. But what he said, he had to show me, because I had to be careful. And it wasn't just with men. He told me I had to be careful with everyone, because we're all working something out. That was my biggest lesson in being careful. The other thing that got me was that I always wanted to make people happy. I didn't know. I wasn't a discerning child. I didn't have too much discernment. It was like, all I have to do is show you love, sprinkle it on you like some sugar, and everything's going to be fine. That was me. And I carried it for a long time. And anytime anybody was sad, upset, that triggered me to like jump into superwoman mode and help them without the true thoughts of what it means to help another person. So I was a huge people pleaser. Oh my goodness. If you were sad or upset, I became 1,001 people a day. Just, you know how exhausting that is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, yes.
Oh my goodness. That is so exhausting. the many people you have to be to make everybody happy, and they don't even know themselves. So you jumping into their powder suit, trying to fix whatever they got going on, which is only they can fix. Anybody out there that thinks you can fix somebody? No, you only have enough to fix yourself. They're supposed to, I got a little yourself. I like using that yo to get your attention. But you only have enough for yourself, and how we help another person is by fixing ourselves. They learn from our example. But I wasn't too discerning about that. So yeah, I did anything and everything. I did anything and everything to make other people happy for a long time. I found my self-worth outside of other people for a long time, until I was about the age of, I did that from the age of 11, from my clearest memory, because what had occurred with the different people that hurt me, I took it in as guilt. I took it in as shame. I took it in that I did something wrong. I didn't help in the right way. So I held that like I got to do it better, and I got to fix people now, but I got to just be careful. From the age of 11 to about the age of, I'll say 35. I'll say 35. Yeah. Long time, right?
Yes.
Long time. Yeah.
Wow.
Literally, I've only been on my own. I'm 53, and I've only been on my own for about the past 15 years. Seriously. Yeah. And that's something. When I thought about it, I was like, what? No, 18. Now it's 18. 18 years. I've only been on my own for 18 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey.
Yeah. I wanted you hit a lot of things, and just within your experience that I know that our listeners can resonate with. First thing that you were speaking about is that you were talking about the quote unquote standard or acceptable family unit, meaning that you have to have a mother and a father, and that society teaches us, in addition to just, especially us as children, when we go out and we see things and we see it and we get in a state of lack, and we think that we don't have that. I don't have a father, or I don't have a mother, or
something's wrong with me.
I was an only child. I don't have siblings. Like you said, something's wrong with me. Why cannot my family look like their family? So first you hit on that, and that in itself was huge. That was huge.
I should have stopped there first.
Well, no. I just wanted to go back, and let's go back and hit the different points. Yes. Yes. So I want our listeners to resonate with what we're saying today, that if you don't have a father, if you don't have a mother, if you don't have brothers and sisters, you are a complete unit with who you have around you. And to remember that your only family isn't your quote unquote blood, right? So you can have a father and an uncle, or a teacher, or a cousin, or a mentor, or a mother and your auntie, or this is what I've learned recently, yourself. Be the mother that you never had, or be the father that you never had. So I wanted to say that first. And then when you were speaking about love, that was beautiful when you said that. You was like, love, why aren't people loving each other?
That's my biggest question.
Why? And I can imagine that burden on you at that age.
A little girl.
Yeah, you literally felt like it was, first you saw the need. I won't say the fix it or the problem. You saw the need, society, and you said, I'm going to help you find love. Yay.
In a pure sense, yes.
Yay. But it's too much for any one person. And one thing that you said too is that Spirit shared with you and said, that's not your responsibility, my little one. You are here for your journey, not to walk others. That was that responsibility that you were saying that you learned later, because when you help someone else, You literally become responsible for them, you know, and also you can infringe on their free will because in your mind, they need to change. And there's no such thing as I think you need to change. No, you need to detox that right there. Just take it out. Take it out. I don't need to change no one. No. The way that you change the world is you change yourself.
That's right.
Yes. So
What?
Yes.
So I just wanted to hit those things. And something else you said. You said that you were literally going out and searching for a father. So what that did, that opened you up to others that were hurting and that were healing. And then they transmuted. Yes. They transmuted that energy of thinking that, okay, she's 8, she's 12, she's 11, she's 9, but she has a big heart. She's 15, she's 20, you know, and then they misinterpreted that emotion to come towards you in a improper way.
Yeah.
You know, but like you said, ultimately
everything in their hurt state.
Yes. Ultimately, everything that you have gone through though has made you into who you are today, which is amazing.
And can I go a little deeper?
Yes, go deep. I just want to hit a few points because I didn't stop you then because I want you to flow. So
yeah, go right ahead.
I want to go a little deeper with what you just said about attraction, because we attract what we are. Right?
Yes.
And we have to remember, man is a spirit and a part of the divine. You have to remember that, right? We are spirits on this plane traveling, having a human experience. This manifestation, physical experience, right? That this plane is the plane of manifestation. So we're here working it out on this plane, but we're spirits. And I want to share with everyone, I have seen my past lives. I've seen to date 3 so far. And I know in my heart, and that was with a certain person. So the spirit only took me to the points where I needed it at the time. I'm a dreamer, everyone. I've been dreaming all my life since I can remember. I mean, all other children didn't want to go to bed. I wanted to go to bed because it was movie time for me. I was like, give me my popcorn, mommy, give me my teddy, which I called Fluffy. And I was going. People didn't know every night where I was going, but I was going, and I was going to see a beautiful movie. All right. So at the time, the spirit took me to my past lives only where I needed to see them. If I was working something out at that moment, it took me to just that time. I've also went forward. I don't know if I should say that. I did it. Well, it was said. I also went forward. So to let everyone know, when we're speaking about ourselves and dealing with each other, there is a vast time for some of us. And I realized what helped me to overcome some of the harm that I had experienced. People resonated with me from times they first met me. And if anyone has questions about this, I would love to share more. I will make shows about it. They resonated from other times. So even though my form was 7, 8, 11, 12, 16, they were resonating with me at the time when we first met. And who knows when that was? You know, I met someone back in China, ancient China. I actually lived in China, you know, in ancient times. So they've resonated, and one person right now is resonating with me. Oh, I just got that download. That's why. Oh, wow. There's a young man right now who has just like, I know we're meant to be. He is from China. That's what. Bing.
Bing. Light bulb.
It just told me. So that's why. But anyway, so we're resonating with each other. We've known each other. We are retracing our footsteps. All right. So we're just working this out, and we are all of who we are. So I keep doing that because it depends on how far you go back. Some are new spirits. I just wanted to make that point. Some are new spirits. You could tell are new spirits because they're bouncy, they're bubbly. They're like, whoa, did you see that? Oh my goodness. that building is tall. You're like looking at them like, yeah, calm down for a minute. It's a building, because you've seen it 1,001 times. But they're
like a tourist,
like a tourist in life with their camera going click, 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 and their radio. Did you hear that song? A new spirit just pops off like that, and you're just like so full of joy, so full of love, so full of light. And you're just like, I want to experience it all. So you'll meet some, and as you probably out there, you all probably already met a few, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. But when you come up to a person, they're like, oh, I met this prodigy, and she plays concert pianist, and she's only 6. That sister been here before.
Right. She's been
all
playing
she had
for
to do was
thousands
learn
of
it.
years.
No matter the greatness of the spirit, when they come to Mother Earth, they just have to be taught. So once they put that little sister at the piano, she was like, oh, bet, give me some more, And now here I am at 7 in Carnegie Hall.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh, amazing, prodigy. Sister been here, done that. And she's just here to continue the beautifulness and give her spirit and soul to the world. So I just wanted to say that. And the other thing was blood. Blood. That's all I wanted to say.
Blood.
All the spirit told me to say. Blood.
Jesse, you're on mute, sweetie. We can't hear
you
the
on
bell.
mute. We can't see the bell, but we heard it.
There we go. Hey, Mulan.
And if you want to learn more about blood, you can come to our private sessions.
There you go.
It will be talked about. It will be talked about.
Yes, it definitely.
The consciousness is televised. The consciousness is being televised.
Yes. Wow.
So going further, you could just tell, I wanted to tell that one part, because if you knew like the foundation, the snippet of how I began, you can pretty much imagine like the different adventures and Angela that took place. I found myself in places and spaces, y'all.
Look, even the sunset, even the sunset, I was like,
right. You got them light codes going.
That's for part 2, 3, and 4. Part 2, 3,
I'm here for it.
That's only part 2, 3, and 4. Like, telling the different stories and all. But you can just imagine the different special places I found myself in. Places
like what? Give me an example.
Yes, thank you.
Like which one? Like which one is your favorite out of all those places that you've been to?
Right.
All right. So one night. All right. So how deep you want me to go? How dark you want me to go?
It's you. You're the one that is here. If your heart's warm, share it. If it's tight, then don't share it.
All right. Right. I had this friend, beautiful sister, writer, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Her writing was set your heart on fire. So when we met, it was like fireworks. We wrote before, we created before, and all it took for us to do was to say hi to each other. And it was on. We set our English class on fire, y'all. Our professor was like, do y'all want to teach? Do you all want to teach? Because we were sitting in the back and we were like just saying and speaking, and people were turning around looking at us like, all right, is the class back here? So just so you can see our connection. Well, my beautiful sister Queen, she was going through some things that she had to work out. Addiction, mainly addiction and abuse in her family. So she was working it out, and here I am. I got you. I got your back. I was saying, I got you. I got your back. You all's back better now. I really know what that means. But back then, I got your back was jump all in. Don't mind the sharks. It's going to be all right. That was me.
Don't mind the shark.
Don't mind the sharks. And there was a shark. So many a days, many a nights, I would invite her into my home. Didn't know the danger I was bringing myself in. She would come to me just to get like food, shelter, words of wisdom, a shower, change of clothes, armoring herself back up, but just to go back out there and live that life again.
Ooh, vampire.
I didn't know. I didn't. Yes. Oh, I've had maybe, can I say thousands, Father? Is that other lives? No, I've had hundreds in this lifetime, vampires. And they just was there just to do, and I was wondering why people were doing this. This is how I felt when I was younger. I felt people doing this. I did not feel people doing this. I even asked around the time I was about 32, why don't people do this with me? Why does it always feel like it's this? And get mad at you when you don't give them what they want.
Oh God, yes.
I remember the first time I said no. Oh, Mad City. I got called every name in the book. And I'm like, that hurt my heart. I'm like, what? You know, but to go back to the young sister, yeah, she was sucking, she was taken. And I didn't realize this. Well, I was going on nightly ventures to find her place. 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. At that time, my husband worked overnight. So I would actually go visit him. So she can call me anytime during the day or night, during that nighttime span to come get her or find her. So she gives me this call. I'm sitting there looking at my husband. He was like, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. And my poor sweet ex-husband, he's so sweet. That's my brother, my friend, my heart. He would always warn me, Angela, you gotta, come on, you can't just jump up and do, right?
Yeah.
Well, here I am, 2 o'clock in the morning, going up and down Broad Street. Broad Street is the longest street in the world. It's the longest Broad Street. And I'm looking for her. She told me what she had on. She was really lethargic, couldn't hear her and stuff like that. Well, instead of picking her up, I saw a Muslim sister. And the only reason why I say that, because she had on garb. She had 2 big bags with her outside of McDonald's. And it was kind of snowy. And I pulled up to her and I asked her, I said, do you want to ride somewhere? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Saying it now, Craig, I was, not a good decision. So she told me, she got in my car. She said, thank you so much, sister. And then she started talking about how her family threw her out. She was hearing voices. And I'm like, all right. And while I'm driving, I'm thinking, what did I just do? What did I just do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, where can you go if you don't have a home? Where do you want to go? What, and I'm trying to ask I'm praying now, y'all. I'm praying and asking for forgiveness with the same breath. Because I'm older and I've seen that I've had other experiences where Allah wanted to show me people, and I'm praying and asking for guidance and asking for forgiveness at the same time. Father, please let me get out of this. So I'm driving, I'm thinking, she's telling me about her doctor. She's telling me about how she's on medication. Tell me about how he won't talk to her. And I'm like, all right, she's not here. She's not present. And I was like, where should I take her? The spirit said she needs to go to the hospital. So I said, and it's 2 a.m. There's nothing open in a hospital but the emergency room. I said, well, let's go to your doctor. You need to see them. And she was like, you think? And she's looking around and she's got this bag in her hand and she's putting her hand in, fiddling around for something. And the spirit told me, you have to get there in the next 10 minutes. Can you imagine my heart? Can you imagine my heart? Because the bag was on the floor and she couldn't get whatever she was looking for. She couldn't get it because it was too far. So I'm turning corners to make her body shift. And I'm speaking to her to get her to talk more about stuff she said, just to get her attention off that bag. So I finally, while I'm driving to Chestnut Hill Hospital to get her there. I'm going in, and she was like, I want you have to go in the back. You have to go in the back. And it's dark back there, ain't nothing open. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not, Spirit told me, go to the side, pull in front of emergency and stop. Don't go no further. It said, do you know that door that you go when you get your checkups? I said, yes, stop. Go back there. The divine was there to meet me. Don't you know it? When she wanted me to take her to the back. And at this time, while I'm going, she has took the bag and put it on her lap. And all I hear is the bag doing this. Crinkle, 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 crinkle. And she was getting whatever she was looking for. And what stopped us was a trash truck with blazing white lights. I couldn't even see. Blaze shot through the car that made her like, oh, people can see me now. I was like, praise Allah, you're in the light. Everything's being seen. And I stopped the car. I said, I unlocked my doors, and I opened my door saying, do you need help getting out? Because that was for me a way to get out. But since the trash truck was there, she got out, she took her bag, and she stood in front of the place. I closed everything back out and left, and was just like, praise Allah. And I will never do this again. Ever.
Glad you learned your lesson.
Yes. She especially when I had 10 minutes.
I'm just joking.
No, that's true. I learned the lesson.
That's deep, and
I was about to lose my life or something that night. She was looking to hurt me. She, and during our conversation, she said, everyone has hurted her. Everyone. Nobody needs her well. Everybody's bad. So I'm like, you need me too. You upset. Since whatever medication she was on, she told me she stopped taking, I forget how long ago. And so how her speech was, it was lethargic. It was going back and forth in time. It was saying the same story over again. And I was like, within 5 minutes of letting her in my car. Man, I praise Allah. I was like, thank you so much, Father. Thank you. And our sister will never do this again. I'm clear. I'm straight.
Right. I got that.
I'm clear. Yeah. I got that myself. I was listening to the story, Dee, and I was like, oh my gosh, so much to unpack here. So much to unpack. But I think we should leave that unpacking for another day. Because it was really, really, really deep. We will get into it another week because it was deep. I'm just glad that you're okay and that you're still here, right? And two, that you learned the discernment of things, like the voice and God, Allah, it's more powerful than human. So if that voice, and I'm just saying, I'm speaking like I'm saying to you, I'm saying to me myself, it's just a mirror image now, because as you were telling your story, I'm like, oh my God, I've done that so many times. Okay.
I think we all have, right?
So the free will goes to the toilet, right? Because you gotta always, you have to remember that it's God, spiritual team, whoever you want to resonate with doesn't function against free will, right? So her will was like done deal. It was a done deal. It's like, what, her spirit it's gonna, like you said earlier, it's gonna come back, and now it's gonna learn the lesson after this lifetime. Exactly. It's not gonna be in this lifetime, because this lifetime is already done for her. She made her choice. She wanted to be this person. That's who she chose to be. Yeah. And that's a very, very powerful when you like unfold it and really like peel the layers to the onion. When it comes to that sense. So yeah, oh man.
Choices. We are.
Tag your in.
Yeah, we are the choices. We are the choices that we make. We have to remember that. We are the choices.
We are the choices.
Yes. It's showing us who we are. But that's what we're here to work out.
Yes, we are.
It's in living color. It's right there. Like just opening up a book, We just have to learn how to read our book. Yeah. We have to read the glossary. You have to read the content. You have to read the acknowledgments. You have to read all of the content inside over and over and over and over again. Yeah. From cover to cover. Yeah. And that's what we're here to do. And some of us are getting stuck on chapter 5. Some of us are bouncing back to chapter 1 because we didn't learn what was in chapter 1. Some of us are flipping pages. We ain't even reading. We flipping pages, getting only getting the parts we want.
Right.
Ooh. There's a lot of us are going there. I like that.
Wait, hold on. No. So you can say that again.
Yes, say that again.
That was a download.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Some people are only going through their books, getting the parts that they want, the parts they like, that they want. Oh, I'll do that. A lot of people are running away. The Spirit said a lot of people are running away from responsibility.
Yes.
They don't want to be responsible. So they only taking the parts that they want of the truth. I want this part. Oh, that is good, and that's what they're living. That's what they're living. So they flipping pages. They ain't even reading the book.
Yes.
Some people haven't even opened their book. Some people still staring at the cover.
Some people don't got the book.
Some people don't got the book.
Yes.
Some people,
Yes.
some people got the second, third, and fourth edition of another person's life.
Talk about sad,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, like, wow. Okay,
I
okay.
said, how deep you want to go? How deep you want to go?
I know. It's very deep, and we want to do
How
this.
deep you want to go?
Right,
We got to
right.
do it.
I know. Let's back up a little bit, because and it's so beautiful that all three of us, or two of us, I should say, resonated with your story, because it's like what Jesse said, we both have done things that way before. And what I've learned is that you cannot just go through life like only with your heart. You have to go with your intuition, your discernment. We forget that if we're talking about chakras, we have 7 chakras, right? And there's more, but let's just talk about 7.
Yeah.
So when you are going through life, you need to use all of them.
Yes.
Not just one. That's even the book you were speaking of. So they're on page 7 or chapter 7 or chapter 5, but even like in high school or in college, when you studied, you sometimes had other books beside you and had one main book. And that's what you have to do. You cannot just have that one book. You might need a thesaurus. You might need some type of encyclopedia. You might need
Dictionary.
to do a dictionary, and or someone else physically there with you. Remember, we all have our own experiences, and that's a different perspective. You're like, oh, okay. Because if you had someone in the car with you that night, they would have said, you need to keep driving, Angela.
We're not picking that stuff up.
We're not picking that stuff up.
No. No. They would have been at the house. You were not leaving at 2 a.m. What's wrong with you?
And remember,
why are you
my
leaving?
my energy was stronger than Norman. So he was trying. I was like, oh, it's all right. I got this. He was like, all right. So yeah, I won that night.
Well, that's another story too.
That's another story for another show.
That's another story.
Yeah. Well, because there's a lesson even in that.
True. Absolutely.
I sometimes have this spirit of attracting ones that need to be helped.
Same.
Yeah, all the time.
Yes.
24/7.
That's something that I feel
that's
that
we gotta create boundaries, guys.
Yes, that's where I'm going. We have to create boundaries, and we have to figure out, why do we feel like we have to help them? Because there's something lacking in us. So why are we? Because Angela, you did say this. You were looking outside of yourself for worth, for validation, for love.
And I realized that came from the actual trauma, the abuse and the trauma that I had experienced. So because I felt that I did something, it changed me. It changed my heart. This young girl, she wrote a song. I was torn down in the 7th grade. Look it up online, because her words and that spoken word that she had was awesome. There's a time in our lives that we actually got torn down. So in all my purity that I came in, there was a moment that it had tore something in me. So that guilt took its place, that shame took its place, and then I saw myself in a different way, that now my help became a need of, love me, here I am, I found it. Did I do that all right? Did I do it? Where before, like when we're children, we're just like, yeah, I know I'm right. Not that children say that, but they're just like, yeah, and let's try this, and they're so pure and up and in love. But when you get this point in time, something cuts you and it hurts, and nothing hurts like the pain that hits you in the heart. And it changes, it transforms our perceptions of ourselves. So it's in that moment where I became the people pleaser. I became looking for letting other people tell me if I was all right. If I got their check, that you are right, that was good. Oh, good, I did it. I'm fine today.
Wow.
So if there was 1,000 people in my life, 1,000 people had to tell me whatever I did and however I affected them was good. Now, all right, I'm good. I'm good. And that feeling, actually, what I just did was a fake feeling that I had, and it hit me when I was 16 years old. I wrote a poem. I'm a poet. I'm a poet as well. And I wrote a poem called Fake. And it was about me because I felt fake. But I remember at the end of writing this poem, I asked the Almighty, I asked Divine, please let me see my way out of this. What is this? I felt it for the first time, because you're gonna meet yourself along the way. You're gonna meet that part of you and that part of the divine in you. You're gonna meet them always there.
Yeah.
So I asked them at that moment, please, I need to get out of this, whatever this darkness is, and ask them, please drop me to my knees if you have to show me. And it was on, because what it does it take? It takes some I want you to work this life out. Some I want to hear, and that free will. And I'm saying I want it. It was on from that point. From that point.
Oh,
it was
Chills.
And
I know. I'm gonna.
I could write a book
So
about the
similar to
lesson.
mine.
Well, you know what? You need to write a
Write a
book.
book. I'm gonna
Write a book. Because there's others out there that,
Woo.
I mean, it's not Jesse and I that are getting chills right now.
No.
But there's
I
some
know.
that
I
do
feel
not
them.
have access to Facebook. Well, you know, so they need, yes,
I
write a
feel them.
book.
I
Write
feel
a
them.
book.
It's
and
time,
just share.
sis.
Yeah,
I feel them.
share.
I feel them.
Share so they know, so they can see that they can get out of this, so they can see it's not just them. You mean it wasn't just me?
No, not just
Oh my
you.
gosh, it's you too. And Jesse and Dee experienced that same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You know, it's funny. Oh man, I love that. Yes, Dee. Yes, you're on
And
fire
to see us
today, Dee.
now, to see us now is the calming peace. To see us now is the hope. To see us now is the joy to know, as you journeying on a traveler's way, a traveler's journey, and you're receiving the lessons now that you need. And when I say now, that's whenever the point in time it was when you said, I want. I'm tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. What is it?
Yes.
And then the healing begins. And I'm still healing.
Yes. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Healing is forever. Healing is forever.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still healing. I'm still growing. We grow through what we go through.
Yes.
And man, the wisdom that's in
love
here, oh, praise Allah. I'm so happy to the divine.
Yes.
Because this is what you do when you see, this is what you see, truth in action. That's what you're seeing. Truth in action. You're not just supposed to get it, you're supposed to live it.
Yes.
You're supposed to do it. You're supposed to talk it. You're supposed to write it.
Yes.
You have to let yourself write it out, say it out to speak it to yourself, hear it in your own voice.
Yeah.
And you have to live it and then give it to other people.
Yes.
It heals me every
Mamacita,
day.
you writing that book.
Oh, I am.
Yes.
I'm gonna write it now. Yeah, I got the download. I'm gonna write it now. And I think I may finish by the end of the 30-day journey for the Himalaya. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna write it.
Okay.
So now I have to go buy a book, because another thing that came out, I have to write it by hand.
What?
Did you see my
Like a journal. That's awesome.
I have to write it by hand. I can't type it. I cannot type it. I have to write it by hand.
Well, you know why?
Wow. Yes. I just found out. found out. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually share
Have
why.
to write it by
'cause
hand.
Others listening might
Share
not-
why.
they
Hold
might
on.
not
Before we
understand
go to the, I'm sorry, Dee, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Before we go to the why, let me ring my bell.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There is a surprise. Why?
Yes. So why they're handwritten?
Wow. So scripting is is healing. All right. When we're scripting, we're having more than one thing take place. All right. That's solidifying what you are saying to yourself. So when we're writing out the spells of our words, and there's spells every line I write, and it's coming out.
Yeah.
It touches me first, but it then goes out to the world while I'm writing. But I'm scripting, and I'm writing my spell out to myself, my manifestations. everything that I've lived, everything that I've done, and why. The why is all through it. All right. And it imprints on the dial plates of our hearts.
Mm.
Wow. That's why writing and scripting is so important. And you will feel these words that you're writing. Every word that I've written, I remember to this day. So it's good to script it out. Don't just say you're going to do something. Write it out.
Yes.
You told yourself that you was going to do, you have a plan and intention. Write it out. Script it. There's a spirit in there when you're writing, and every word, and it sets itself on your heart. All right. And it helps you to do it. All right. Words have meaning. Words are powerful. And when you add the writing of your own hand, thinking, speaking it, and writing it at the same time, it's etched. It's etched. It's live. It's energy.
Yes.
And this is what makes the change. And it stays there on the dial plate of your heart forever.
Yes.
Forever. There's something else behind it too. There's something else behind it too. Because we can write anything. You have to mean it. We can say anything. You have to mean it. You have to mean it. So there's where that I want comes in. And the divine knows when you say or write something if you're there yet. You know if you're there yet. You just have to be truthful, honest to yourself.
Yes.
Now, there's times I said stuff just to make things go away. All right, yeah, I'm going to do that. Just to make people or spirit or things go away. I didn't mean it. I'll stop. All right, I'll stop. Just because you want whatever's coming at you to stop.
Right.
There is a moment of truth and clarity when you sit down and you go, oh, yes.
Right. Yes.
And you mean it. The emotion is there. The heart is there. And the divine knows everything. He sees it all. Yes. And nobody nowhere is going to get away with anything because he knows our hearts. Yes. He knows our determinations before they're made. So don't get it twisted. He sees there. And this is your next part, and this is your next part. So when you're scripting, I was about to digress. You know me, D. I was about to go somewhere and then come back. So when you're scripting, that's divine. When you're scripting, that is powerful. It's powerful. You know, the words that you're writing out to yourself, you're making a contract, not just with yourself, contract with yourself and divine and all of your ancestors. Yes. All of the angels, generational. You can change. Yeah. I said to myself, I found out in my family, a family of women, we come from a mode of fear. And that's why it was so easy for me to connect to it when I was first introduced to harm. It was easy for me to connect to that generational fear because it was already present. But I told myself in this lifetime, it stops with me.
With me, yeah.
So everything that I write and do, it's getting etched.
Yeah.
Done deal.
The done deal. There's no such thing right now as the next generation. I got it.
Right.
I got this.
I got you, boo.
I got this. I got this.
Right.
So that's scripting. That's
beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you so much for explaining that. And amazing Facebook family and my beautiful queens here and watching. It's 8:54, and I know normally we have Jesse pull a card, but we had to let Angela flow. I mean, Angela was the card. She was the card.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, because I wanted to say, Dee, before you keep going, so this is going to be my last share, is also that cards are just tools. Like we are the magic. We are what divine uses to do all of that. And
we wrote the cards with the divine. Yeah. We wrote the cards. Every card that's written, we wrote it with the divine.
Yeah. So some people get attached to it, and oh my God, no, I need to know what my cards know. No, love. It's already fed through your heart, through your ear. And if you still not listening, you gonna listen to the cards?
Yeah. No.
No. So yeah.
We are divine. We are powerful. Yeah. We're strong. We are divine. Remember that. We just fell from a place where we were, and we're finding ourselves back, and we're getting connected to our hearts again. So
yeah.
Every card that was written, every writer, every storyteller that the divine has put out there, it's for to give the message, however the message is given, whether it's to the mind, whether it's to the spirit, whether it's to the heart, whether it's to the voice, however it is given, it's all in us. Every part is in us. We're just getting awoken to. As we wake up to ourselves, we're getting woken up to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
sometimes you don't always need that physical card to tell you. Sometimes you got to go inside. You got to get quiet and go inside and trust and surrender, and it'll come to you.
Powerful.
It'll come to you.
Yes.
All right, that's it. That's my last share.
Because we can go on probably for the rest of the day, not even an hour. The rest of the day.
Woo.
It has been such a beautiful treat to have our beautiful Queen Angela Bey as our special guest today. And your journey has been so amazing. And I'm glad that you're at the point to where you can talk about it. Because I know sometimes, because I'm gonna have my day too, a couple Tuesdays. Some things I'm not ready to talk about. So I'm so grateful that those things that were shared with you from your guides to share today, that you have the courage to say it, because that's what it takes too. It takes us to have courage to also share
courage
our journey.
Courage
in not feel that we're going to be judged and any of those things. So I so honor you and thank you so much. And you are a beautiful queen. And I'm so glad that we are in the FF together, girl. Woo!
Yes. Yes, we are. I'm super glad for this too.
Same.
Like I was feeling, my body's like, oh my God, yes.
Yes. And then when she was saying, I'm like, you too, huh? I did that too. Oh, you too, huh? Are you telling my, is this really my day? Because you basically said all that I was going to say on my day.
Darn it, I got to go back to my guide. So what do you want me to share now?
Right. We can't be doing, but what I received from that after I said it, my guide said, D, you're going to speak it from your perspective.
Yes.
So don't think that you cannot share the similar things that she shared, but it will be different because it's from your perspective.
That's right.
So I said, I
unique
got
message.
you.
We're all unique. We're all unique.
I got you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Facebook friends and family and everyone else, we love you. We appreciate you. Again, if you're watching the replay, drop #replay, and also definitely ask any questions that you have for us. We will
please.
We will respond to you. We will do a show about it. And in addition to, if you want to connect with any of us, connect with us. We are here for you. We got your back, as Angela was saying before.
Can we drop our link trees in the comments? So if they want,
of course.
Yeah, I'll drop my link tree in the comments.
Yes. We can drop link trees, or we'll drop, or she will, because today's her day. Sorry, Angela. Drop all of her. She will drop all of her stuff. Hey, watch out. All her stuff, so you can get in touch with Angela and connect with her any way that you resonate. Right. I love it. All right, we love you all. Are there any last words, Jessie, that you have for our audience as well as Angela?
Love yourself so that you can get to where you need to be. Healing is definitely possible, but it has to come within us. We have to give it our own power, our own will, and say, I am ready to heal. And if you say that out loud, and I kid you not, this is not just, this is an affirmation. If you say, I am ready to heal, it is going to take you to a healing process. So if your body and your mind and your spirit and it's not feeling like healing is, oh, you know what, I do want to heal, but I don't want to go through the then you give it a little bit of time. But when you're ready to heal, you say it and trust it will happen.
Trust it will happen.
Yes.
And I'm gonna ring Mulan.
Ring the bell.
That was amazing, Jessie. Thank you for that. Angela, is there one last thing that you have for our audience?
I concur with Jessie. Just show up. That's our bell for the show. Show up, play full out. Remember, it is you. You are unique. You are strong. You are powerful. You are divine. Only you can do what you're supposed to do on this earth, and no one else. Your message has got to get out there, because there are millions of people waiting to hear your voice, the message that only you can give. I can't give it to him. D can't give it to him. Jesse can't give it to him. So think about that. Show up for yourself and heal. Love you all dearly.
Yes. Okay, guys, until the next time, have an amazing day. And we love you.
We love you.
Love you.